If you watch his game, he looks for the contact, bro. It's almost like he's trying to prove that he can do that. He looks very uncomfortable holding the ball up.
But then,
Very
okay,
uncomfortable.
so if you then ask me, would I prefer Hojlund, who's getting bullied every single game? Because people told me, oh, if this was Martial, he would have got bullied as well. No, because when you play the ball to Martial, it sticks. No matter what he does, the ball sticks, bro. Do you know what I mean? So, like I said, he would have dropped deep and linked up play. Like, at least do that, Hojlund. Do you know what I mean? At least do that. Link up play, do the little flick that you done against Arsenal away. Do that. Do you know what I mean? But he always goes and looks for contact and wants to be seen as, oh, look at the way he's fighting. Bro, that's not what we brought you in for.
But that
That's not
also
what we
shows that he doesn't have the footballing abilities, because you look at Harry Kane on the other side, yeah? Harry Kane is somebody, yeah, that scores a lot of goals and he never plays on the last defender. He doesn't try and get in behind, and also he doesn't try and pin players. What he does is he picks up the ball in space because he's clever. That's the difference. Hojlund hasn't got the feet to play on the swivel in the half space, receive the ball, take a touch, play it off and get it back. He doesn't have the intelligence and he doesn't have the technical ability. So he relies on brute force in a similar way that Lukaku does. Do you know what I'm saying? But the difference is, yeah, Lukaku is obviously a much better athlete than him, a lot stronger than
100%.
him,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot
And
more powerful.
it's much harder to bully Lukaku off the ball than it is Hojlund. And like you said, you've got to have this intelligence. It brings me back to when I was playing, bro. When I was playing on the wings, I knew that I could pin my defender. I could do that because fullbacks are not that tall. They're not that big. They're not that strong. But when I was playing up front as a number 9, and I knew that them man behind me, those two centre backs are big bullies. I knew I'm not going to go and look for contact. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop deep, link up play, and I'm going to run the channels, make them tired. That's what you need to know, these things. And Hojlund is not slow. He's quick. So why do you not think, how can you not think, all right, cool, let me run the channels? Because Upamecano's not the quickest. He's quick, but he's not the quickest. Kim Min-jae is not the quickest. So when you run the channels, it's automatically going to force the fullbacks, Davies, Mazraoui last night, or Lima. It's going to force them to come back because they know, oh shit, we can't go forward too much because Hojlund is going to run the channels. We need to be there to help the two centre backs. If he would have done that, again, that can commit more bodies forward, like Garnacho, like Anthony. Even if they don't have the final quality, you can make stuff happen. But the fact that he's always looking for this contact, and I said that this is what I said. I'm tired of seeing Hojlund play because he always looks for this contact so that people can say, look how he's wrestling. I've seen this since September, bro. Show me something else. And this is why I said I prefer Martial, because I want to see football. I don't want to watch WWE. I don't want to watch that.
Facts. When man is saying, like, for instance, man is saying he's inexperienced, bro, it's not about experience. It's about
It's not about
intelligence.
experience. It's
It's about
intelligence, yeah.
intelligence, bro, and he doesn't have it. And this is just the thing, though. So, like, when you look at him, people talking about running the channels, bro. You don't even need to run the channels. All you need to do, yeah, is back into a centre back, feel the contact, and then all you need to do is half a yard, make a dart in to receive the ball, and just play it off first time, and then you can go again. Or you can turn on it. That's all you need to do. You don't need to try and receive the ball whilst simultaneously fighting the man behind you. Like, you only do that if you're someone like Olivier Giroud, where you're strong and you're technical, bro. And he's neither of them. He's not strong or technical. The reason why Rashford doesn't like playing in the 9 is because he doesn't like playing with his back to goal. Playing with your back to goal is a specialist thing, bro. To play as a pivot, yeah, a 9 is a specialist thing. Heskey did it for Owen. John Carew done it for Agbon Lahore. Like, you have loads of these partnerships that you watch and you see the big man and the little man linking up, bro. Playing with your back to goal, yeah, is a specialist thing. Not everyone can do it. There's a reason why there's only certain players in world football that you think of when you think of the player that plays as that focal point, that pins players. Like, it's not a common skill. So why would you think that Hojlund can do it? He's not comfortable doing it, but then that tells me as the manager as well, cool, he's struggling. Bro, just play him out wide for a few games where he's playing the way he's facing and he can receive the ball and go at players and he can do something a bit different, bro. He's struggling clearly in the central role. He's struggling. Like, why would you not take him out of that? Especially if the team's not set up to put the ball in the net and feed him in the way that City set up to feed Erling.
Yeah, it's strange, man. It's very, very strange, bro. I can't lie to you. But yeah, yesterday I wasn't surprised about the result one bit. I knew what was coming. I was actually surprised it was only 1-0. So that's probably the only positive I can take from it.
Yeah, what do you make of Varane? Because my man even said like how good was Varane yesterday. I thought Varane was immense yesterday, especially given that I think he hadn't started for like 4 weeks or something.
Yep, he hadn't started since the game before City. So I thought he was really solid yesterday. I thought he was really solid. Apart from the assist, Harry Kane wasn't really seen much. He had to drop deep a lot of times to try and link up with Sane, Musiala, and Coleman, which Varane kind of forced him to do because Varane made it very clear from the beginning, like, you ain't getting past me tonight. So I thought he had a very solid game, man. So hopefully, obviously it's Liverpool, but hopefully he can replicate that on was it Sunday? Hopefully he can replicate that and keep whoever's going to play up front quiet. It's most likely going to be Nunes, so hopefully he can do that. But I thought Varane was very solid yesterday. Very good.
He definitely plays. He definitely plays against Liverpool, bro. Like, he's the manager's only hope of like it not being a massacre, if we're being honest. Because the thing is, Varane wasn't playing, and they're talking about ability to play out from the back, bro. Varane is our best pure defender when it comes to sensing danger. He's got the pace to recover and all those things, bro. And forget about playing out from the back. First and foremost, yeah, you have to be difficult to beat, bro. You know what I mean? And with him in the team, we're more difficult to score against than when he's not there. So he has to play.
I think he's got to play as well. I think if we're going to have any chance of having at least a half-decent defence, Varane has to play. Has to play.
100. You lot, smash up the like button. Big up everyone in here. Raphael, to answer what you're saying, yeah, it's just factually incorrect. Man said you develop game intelligence by playing. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because if that was the case, look how many Premier League games that Rashford's played, and why is the football IQ not improved? Like, what do you mean? What do you actually mean? That does not work like that. That's not how football works. You develop experience from playing, yes, but you do not develop your football intelligence by playing football necessarily, bro. There's a lot of people that will play football their whole career and not be intelligent footballers. That makes absolutely no sense. That makes absolutely no sense at all.
I swear, who's got the most? I swear Bruno got the most minutes in Europe. Look how many games he's played, over two. What was it? I can't remember how many games, but in terms of minutes, I think he's above like the 2000 mark. Look how many minutes he's played.
Yeah.
You're going to tell me his IQ's increased? No.
Still hoofing the ball. And then you look at Kobe Mino at 18 years old, comes in and he's putting out fires straight away. Like, it makes absolutely zero sense. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, some things you have, some things you do not have. That's just how it is. That's it. It's intelligence. You have to understand that intelligence, yeah, you can pick up certain things, but overall, yeah, intelligence is something that you're born with.
Yeah, you've got it or you don't.
Either you're intelligent or you're not. You can get people can become more intelligent, but what you need to realize is, like, the biggest lie that they tell you in life is that all men are created equally. They are not.
Yeah, even if the intelligence increases, you've got it from the beginning and people can see it.
Yeah, but bro, the ability to take in information, process it, is a skill in itself. That's what people don't. That's what people don't understand. Like, it's crazy. It's just like some people, you can show them something once and they get it.
Yeah.
Some people you have to show them 10 times and they still don't get it. It's not about how many times you practiced it. It's a skill within itself to actually be able to take in information, process the information, and do something with that information, bro. So that is not a skill that you can teach. You can't teach someone to be good at processing things. That doesn't make sense at all. It's a skill like everything else. People downplay, the mental side of the game. The game is a mental game. Football is chess. Just like boxing is chess. That's what it is. Like, you can't teach someone to be an intelligent fighter, like, if they're not intelligent, bro. You can't teach it. Look at, bro, Look at all of the fights that Emma Khan's had, world title fights, and every time he gets hurt, he does the same thing. Runs
Yeah.
in with his chin up and starts swinging and gets knocked out. It's not because he doesn't train. It's not because he hasn't had enough fights at the high level. He's fought high level fighters, but he's not an intelligent person. Instinctively, you don't have ring IQ. You can't teach ring IQ. You either have it or you don't. Because when you're not thinking, you will always revert to type. Always. And football, a lot of football's played on instinct because you don't have the time.
Yeah.
You don't have the time. So when people are like, oh yeah, just play and you'll get better playing football. No, you don't.
This is why everybody disagreed when Ten Hag was like, with Rashford, he was like, oh, we'll just keep playing him into form. That's not how things work, my bro. That's not how it works. That's what
I'm trying to say. Man saying depends on the players. It's a literal science. No, it's not, bro. There's certain intangibles that you cannot teach, bro. Just like you can't teach someone to punch like Deontay Wilder, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And you can't teach reflexes. You can improve someone's reflexes, but some people's reflexes are just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's literal, like you said, it's literal science.
It's genetics, bro.
It's genetics as well. Joe, yeah, I'll give you a very clear example because Rants started talking about boxing because that's what he knows, innit? Joe, listen, I'll give you a perfect example. You see, me and Rants here, we both speak English, but I'll tell you right now, if we both go to Brazil right now, I'm going to learn Portuguese quicker than he's going to learn it. In less than two,
because you speak other languages.
Because, yeah, in less than 2 months, I'm going to be fluent in Portuguese and Rants might take 6 months.
Yeah.
It might take him longer than that. That's not something that I've learned. I just have it. It's just in me. Like you can't explain that. It's just in me. And it's the same with football. Certain players process information quicker. That's why someone like a Musiala is able to process information, drop deep, take the ball, spin, bam, and he's gone. Because he's already processed what he's going to do before he even touched the ball. But then you've got people like Bruno who receive the ball and then think. That doesn't mean he's it doesn't mean, well, he is worse than the Musiala, but he just processes information much slower than Musiala does.
Yeah, but it's not just the processing. It's not just the processing the information, bro. It's everything. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's like you have to understand so much goes into football, yeah, on a scientific level, yeah. And people like to try and simplify football. Like football's not a simple game. The problem is, and I was having this conversation with my friends as well when I went away to Morocco. They were saying, "Oh, what's more difficult to learn?" Yeah, and they were talking about tennis and they were talking about football. And I said to them, "Listen, what you need to understand with football is because football is the most played sport on the planet. It's very, very difficult to find somebody that's never interacted with a football in their life.
True.
It's very difficult." Do you know what I mean? So actually manipulating the ball with your feet, something that you don't use your feet to do anything else in life other than walk.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like with your hands, you use your hands to open the door, pick up the shopping, cook your food. You're using your hands all the time. So anything using your hands, yeah, your brain is going to process a lot quicker than using your feet because it's not a natural thing to do. So what you need to understand is certain people, yeah, just physiologically, yeah, have better balance, better reflexes, better reaction time than other players, bro. It's got nothing to do with training, bro. Sometimes man are just better. And that's why when you look at a lot of athletes, they tend to be good at multiple sports because they're just better. You look at someone like Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton's a good footballer. Rafael Nadal's a good footballer. Yeah, Lewis Hamilton was at Watford.
Oh, swear down.
He was at Watford with Ashley Young.
Right, I never knew that.
Yeah, bro. Like all these guys they have physical attributes that transfer to multiple sports. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you can touch the ball 10,000, 20,000 times a day. You're not going to be Ronaldinho because even from how your brain processes how you touch the ball and how the ball feels on your feet is a skill.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The fact that Bruno overhits passes and that, to be able to put the perfect weight of pass on the ball that David Beckham does, it's a skill to know how much to put on the ball, how much to take off it sometimes. Do you know what I'm saying? All these things, yeah, all these motor skills, yeah, these mental things, you don't learn these things. These are things that you're born with, bro. Do you know what I mean?
that's
Like
true.
even Steph Curry, like his touch to know he can pull up from the logo. Every NBA player in the league has probably got the strength to shoot from the logo, but it's not power.
They're not hitting it.
It's not power.
Yeah,
It's all the maths that goes on in his brain before the ball leaves his hand.
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And this is what it is. These are things that you are born with. They are not coached. They are not coached. So when man are talking about all these players, yeah, most of these man, it doesn't matter how hard you train, you're never going to have what these men have, bro. Eden Hazard's already told you that. He's already told you, I don't like running, don't like doing this, don't like doing this. And I'm better than all of you. So what are we talking about here? So when people are talking about hard work and all these other things, some people, yeah, in life are just better than other people. You've got that friend that can eat whatever they want, got a six-pack all year round, can bench 100 kilos, hasn't been to the gym for 4 months. These men are better than you because their ancestors were better than your ancestors. And their kids will be better than your kids. End of story, bro. So, man need to get out of this. People need to get out of this thing where they think that everyone's equal and then it depends on what you do.
Not.
No.
This whole thing of,
it's not that.
Hard, if you work hard, you can be as good as Messi. Nah, that's impossible. You need to start lying to people.
Bro, genetics, yeah, is so important.
Yeah.
Some people are just better than you and you work harder than them. So why what am I talking about, bro? Like this, none of that makes sense. None of it makes sense. Certain men are just going to be better than you no matter what. They're going to be better than you no matter what.
I see people in the comments debating the hard work and talent. Listen, I've always said, yeah, I don't dismiss hard work. I don't dismiss it at all. But more often than not, yeah, in all the years I've been watching football, yeah, the talent will always stick out, bro.
But you need to work at the right things, Aaron. You need to work at the right things, though. Yeah, like, because even hard work is asinine if you're not working on the right things.
But I always pick the example of, what was it, 2011 semi-final Champions League, yeah, Real Madrid, Barcelona at the Bernabeu. Bro, Real Madrid were working hard. But when Messi picked up that ball from Busquets and then he ran through 7-8 man, you can't stop that, bro. So as much as you want to that,
not only can you not stop that, but you can't teach that. And the reason why you can't teach that is it's not technical ability. Because when it comes to technique, yeah, on the ball, you've got players like Neymar and all these man. These men are comparable with Lionel Messi in terms of first touch skill. You could argue that they're probably more skilled than him. But bro,
you see regarding Neymar, yeah?
Yeah.
I think I seen a video on TikTok about it. And they compared the way normal players dribble. Let's just call them normal players, and then they compared Neymar. Yeah. And they were showing multiple people. I think they showed Rashford and they showed other wingers. When they dribble, they will look down, look up, look down, look up. Yeah. Bro, when Neymar dribbles, he doesn't look at the ball once. Because his feet already know what they're doing. It's just about processing where to go.